And if you get hit by a dodgeball, you must drop whatever you're holding, run back and touch your hoops. It's like you fall off your broom, but you didn't because you're in mid-flight and running around on the ground. There's your snitch. If you catch the ball, it's 30 points. That's the game. Everything else is made up and the points don't matter. The refs are about to call it out. And we are underway here at the Final Four in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Texas comes with a quick possession and score! Texas up 10-0. A fantastic quick attack and score. Texas, having lost a few seniors last year to Lone Star Quidditch Club and real life, because we all know Quidditch isn't real life, it's all magical. Wasikowski, chaser for A&M. The ATMs looking to make some bank on this possession. They do! They score! Tying it up at 10 apiece. A&M setting back up on defense. You can see they run a three-pronged defense. They have a chaser at the point. That is Chaimowitz. Chaimowitz, are you Jewish? Nah. It sounds like a Polish last name. Texas runs up the left. Spins out of one tackle, brought down to the ground. Throws it, threads it through three arms. It scores. It's 20-10. A&M back on the attack. Runs behind the hoops, dodges a bludger, throws just too high for DuPont. She had to DuPont on that catch. Or rather, do not punt. Number 10 for Texas Quidditch. Sporting some awesome goggles. But right off the top rack at Lens Crafters. Runs to the left, Lens Crafters. That's taken down to the ground. A crazy tackle, throws it back towards his own hoop. In Quidditch, that is called a reset. A reset is when you've lost any advantage you have on offense. You want to retreat to your own zone. Its synonym is the French Army. You throw it back and retreat so you can regroup and try again. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize there were people from the French Army here. Here goes Texas. You can see the beater strategy. They leave a bludger by their own hoops so their beater can run up and tackle the A&M beater with the bludger, but it doesn't work. A&M coming back. The other way. Red Mohawk scores, puts it through the hoop. The equalizer. But wait, there's more. Refs conferring. Yes, it is a goal. It's good. Dan Hansen unleashes a wave of Old Spice deodorant as he raises his arm, signaling a goal. America sleeves in a deodorant face-off, saying, no, my Brut is better than your Old Spice. Dan Hansen says, I'm not having it. Lens Crafters with crystal clear precision and vision. Also known as Augustine Monroe. Keeper for Texas Quidditch. Pump fakes. Gets taken to the ground and shoots. Deflected the rebound. Taken stays low to the ground. A great pass across and immediately drilled from behind by a Texas chaser. Texas A&M chaser. And as they hug on the ground, are you okay? I'll put my hand on your shoulder to console you, but it's still a yellow card for tackling from behind, it looks like, on A&M. The way, if you're not familiar, the way penalties work in Muggle Quidditch, it's like soccer, only flying. No. You run to the penalty box, it's a minute that you have to stay there, or until the other team scores, whichever comes first. It's like hockey, really, not soccer. You'll notice I lie to you a lot on the mic. That's why they made me announcer. Okay, meanwhile, back on the Quidditch pitch. The Final Four was taking place. Texas, with the NyQuil offense, trying to stay where they are for as long as possible and fall asleep. slowly moving. You'll see this as a strategy, usually among teams who think they don't have much of a chance. They'll move slowly to allow their seekers enough time to catch the snitch. A&M on the offensive on the fast break, one beater to beat, a great pass to the left. And a score! A&M scores, they're up 30-20. Looks like we have a player down. The score is Texas A&M 30, Texas Quidditch 20. Quidditch is a rough sport. People who've never seen Quidditch before don't expect the level of brutality and tackling, and it is regulated. There's a rule book that is way longer than any book you've read in college that all the refs have to learn, or at least pretend to know. But it doesn't cover everything.
Quidditch players are, in my opinion, the toughest sports players of any sport. Do you guys agree?
Let's poll the audience. It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You question, oh, you only have an A or B though, so we used our 50-50. A, Quidditch players are the toughest players in the world. B, Quidditch players are not the toughest players in the world. Who is in favor of B, Quidditch players are not the toughest players in the world? And all the fencers in the world raise their hands. Who's in favor of A, Quidditch players are the toughest players in the world? And as we say that, Texas gets back on his high horse, because they have those in Texas. They have many. And we're about to get back underway. They remount. That sounded like the snitch, but he's not back yet. For those who don't know, there is a seeker floor in Quidditch. That means the seekers have to wait for 10 minutes before they can catch the snitch. But look who just scored a goal! Augustine Monroe, Texas Quidditch equalizes it. It's 30-30. I can barely hear myself over the roar of the audience. Curly Mohawk takes a shot, or was it a pass back to Wasikowski? Wasikowski goes to Colorado, to a farm to watch the cows ski, but to no avail. Texas regains possession. Texas directing traffic. They are from the southwest region. Or are they from the south? Are they from the south or southwest? Let's hear it. Southwest. I just asked the audience. You guys are so good. Now do my math homework for me. Oh, a fantastic reach around, wrap around, score. It's like a female Dr. J with the finger roll. But before we call it,
another meeting of the refs only club, no players allowed. I wonder what they're talking about. The yellow card.
I can't see from here. It looked like contact from behind. Either way, it's yellow card, which was my least favorite band in 7th grade. Looked like illegal contact. 40-30 in favor of UT. The ATMs trying to make some money. Running down the left, Wasikowski dispenses his body on the ground as the Luke, who caught the snitch in the Elite Eight to send the ATMs to the Final Four, loses possession. Ball coming the other way. Texas with no one to beat. One man shoots in. There's a whistle. The ref raises his hand and says, pick me, I want to play now. But it's not backyard baseball or backyard Quidditch. America's sleeves with a very diplomatic, patriotic defense of his team. Because we're all about reasoned argument in America. In fact, it's like the three refs are a mini version of the Supreme Court, and he's a trial lawyer who looks like he's very sorry now. But you don't often see from a trial lawyer. Any lawyers here? No, you guys are all in college.
I don't know if you saw that beat a few minutes ago, but someone from A&M chucked it at a Texas player, and he ducked, and it hit his teammate right in the face. I giggled.
That's the best strategy in Quidditch. Oh, it is a yellow card. He tackled below his knees. You cannot tackle below the knees in Quidditch. That's an ACL injury waiting to happen. There are rules in place. But let's give him the hand as he's walking off the field. He is up. As we've proven today through science, Quidditch players are the toughest players in the world. It looks like we're about to start. The beaters are crouched over anyway. It's like a painting in the Museum of Natural History. Both of them at the watering hole. And here we go, the ATMs. Running down the field, a great pass down the field to right. Takes flight, avoids two runs, and scores! Yes, it's a score for Texas A&M. Tying the game up at 40-40. We have 4 minutes left until the Seekers can seek. Play is still alive. Almost alive. Better alive. Not my favorite 80s band. 94 charges towards the middle like a Texas steer. Steering the wrong way as he goes backwards. Black Mohawk. Shoots. Scores! Texas Quidditch takes the lead. (50-40) in favor of Texas Quidditch. Number 79 for Texas, beater, trying to intimidate the opponents without actually throwing it. Back to the point. The Luke, it's all about the Luke. Or maybe not, maybe it's the DuPont, who goes down and does a Superman impression. And now the field goal is good. No good, says Dan Hansen. Calm down. Yes, it is good. The goal counts. A&M ties it back up at 50 points apiece. It is. It's 50-50. I can barely hold on to the hair on my head if I were wearing a wig, but I'm not, so I can. Monroe, LensCrafters, with amazing vision down. Passes to a teammate, 32, with a half shirt and a half shot because it goes half below the hoop. And a big love puddle behind the hoop. Who hugs best? Let's see. I'm not going to poll the audience because we know the answer. Texas A&M does, because they came up with the quaffle. And as everyone runs down the pitch, Cloud Atlas gets immediately beat. Leaves it for DuPont, who shoots just high, so close. Quidditch is a game of inches, also a game of snitches. And resets up top. Red Mohawk decides it's also soccer, kicks it back to himself. It's selfish soccer. If it was in the ocean, it would be shellfish soccer. The ATMs run, shoot. Ooh, and a fantastic block by Augustine Monroe. Half shirt, who also has half a haircut. Walks to the right side of the pitch, dumps it off. Monroe, a long pass, a perfect pass to Brown on A&M. The best strategy in Quidditch is to throw to the other team. That's how I did it. That's why UCLA lost last year, is we were like, let's throw it to Texas and see what happens. I think it'll work. Pass behind the hoops, A&M, pass in the middle, Brown. Who's that? Brown, no. Red Mohawk. A great pass to the face of the Texas keeper. Runs to the left. Makes it hurdle, drops the ball like Times Square on New Year's Eve. Brooms are up, brooms are out, people are flying. It's Quidditch, a shot! And a score! Texas scores to go up 10 points. We have 1.5 minutes remaining before our seekers may seek. I can almost hear my heart beating. That was my actual heart. Speaking of heart, both teams are playing with it. And they're toying with mine. Yeah, these puns are here all day. If you don't like them, you can leave. If you're watching at home, actually you have a mute button, so you can keep me quiet. Dan Hansen proving that he has 10 fingers, leaving them in the air with a great catch. It looks like Texas Quidditch ball. It was a minor violation. Texas on the attack. All quiet on the Western front. But from behind the hoops, he swerves, he dodges, and he falls down. A great defensive stand by the ATMs. Quick in-game announcement. If you have lost a child named Connor, he's waiting for you at the yellow and white tent. Speaking of getting lost, A&M just lost the tackler, throws behind the hoops, deflected. A fantastic deflection by the Texas keeper. Where's Half Shirt? I want him back. Hey, quick joke, where does Half Shirt go hiking? Half Dome. Maybe that's a California joke. You know how you can date yourself? I've just localized myself. If I could date myself, I'd dump myself in an instant. I don't know who'd go out with me. Anyway, there was a Final Four game going on at the World Cup. Oh, that siren doesn't mean the police are here to shut it down. No, that means
Smith seekers are released! Fly, my beautifuls, fly.
and a goal for Texas Quidditch. Texas now up 20. It's 70-50 Texas. 70-50, still anyone's game. The snitch is worth 30 points. So were either team to catch the snitch, they would win right now. Where's the goal? Good pickup on offense. Face planted into the ground. It's a real worm burner. It looks like we have players on the ground though. We throw up the Longhorn. Hook 'em horns. Hate to see that happen. Quidditch, at its essence, is a fun sport. The priority, as you can see, players are still friends, talking to each other, taking a knee for each other. And we're about to get back underway. Texas spins, misses wide, and another salvage play. No, the goal is good. Looked like a violation occurred during the goal. There's a rule in Quidditch called advantage. Goal is good. Texas is up 80-50. It's a 30-point lead. Texas A&M still in snitch range, so if they caught the snitch right now, we'd go to overtime. And we're off and running. Out of the gate. It's A&M. A&M leading Texas by a head. No, Texas leading by a head at the quarter post. He races around the corner. A good beat. Beaters chasing each other across. To that, no, just wide. Tough angle to shoot. A&M dancing and twirling. You'll see him on Dancing with the Stars in a couple weeks on CBS. Stay tuned. Hits the turf and pops back up. Does his best. Go for impression. Rock and roll. Whack-a-mole. And it looks like we have a visitor. A kind yellow visitor. And the Seekers put down the welcome mat, but shut the front door saying, don't come in, snitch, we're gonna grab you instead outside. A&M behind the hoop, looking to pull back within range to win, takes a shot to a pass, was beat behind the hoop. People are flying, brooms are flying, it is Quidditch. First stops Texas in possession. Half shirt, half hair, dumps it off to his keeper. Snitch, hotly pursued by both the A&M and Texas Seekers. Picked up A&M on offense. Oh, we have something happen on the pitch. Play is stopped. Things do tend to happen on the Quidditch pitch. That's why it's a sport. And here we go. A&M looking to pull back within 20. Takes a shot. An excellent swat by the Texas keeper. Still, rebound goes to A&M. Another pot down by the Texas keeper. 2 blocks in a row. Snitch, meanwhile, still in the middle of the pitch, being hotly pursued. A fantastic beat from far away. Down goes the chaser, but she gets back up. It is a yellow card for hitting from behind on A&M. For those of you just joining us online and in person, although if you're not here in person yet, I don't know where you'd be. I guess using the restroom. Oh, that is a red card. That's 2. Is that 2 yellows? That was 2 yellows. Like in soccer, 2 yellows are a red. In art, 2 yellows don't make a red, it's just more yellow. But the red card means he cannot play, he's been ejected from the match. In addition, there's a 2-minute penalty that A&M will have to serve in the penalty box. Even if Texas scores here, the penalty will last 2 minutes, and A&M will be down a man or woman. Texas with the ball. Dives to the ground. Somehow stays on his broom. The snitch still being pursued. A&M with an excellent chance. Still down 30. 80-50 in favor of Texas. The ATM's on the charge. You get that one? That was a subtle joke. Flips down through the middle. No, on the ground. Snitch running across the field. I've heard he runs a 4-minute mile. Very close, missed by inches that time, A&M. Oh, I think he had a hand on it and lost it. He had a hand. It's but a flesh wound. Ball on the ground, 32. Feet lifts up. Like a good Kanye song, the beat dropped. And it looks like a push from behind on Texas because it's A&M ball. A&M taking it the other way. The snitch in the middle of the field hotly pursued a beat on the Texas Seeker. A&M rushes by, shrugs off one defender, spins off between 2 defenders, gets stuffed by the keeper. Here comes the Texas Seeker. A dive! Does he have it? We wait for the official ruling. The snitch says yes. Let's hear it from the ref. It might be, it could be. Let's hear a drum roll. Yes, it is. The game is over. Texas Quidditch has won. They caught the snitch for a final score of 110-50. For the 2nd year in a row, Texas Quidditch will be at your national championship game. An incredibly intense game. Your final score is 110-50. And in a great show of sportsmanship between both teams, they're going to exchange hugs at midfield. Quidditch at its roots It was a sport of fun. It was people running around on brooms, still running around on brooms, because that's what we do best. And we can't lose sight of that, and we don't.